Hello friends, Namaste. I am Mukta Manimora. Before going to discuss today's topic, please subscribe my channel Mukta IAS and like my videos to support me. So today we are going to discuss about the very important concept, the concept of rank size rule, which was given by G.K. Jeffe. This topic comes under urbanization. In any region, cities could be ranked from largest to smallest on the basis of population size. It may be the largest city and it may be the smallest city. It is depend on its size of the population. The largest city is ranked first and the second largest is ranked second. So for this purpose, the concept of rank size rule was given by G.K. Jeffe. So it is clear why the rank size rule was given by G.K. Jeffe. This is all about ranking the size in the particular region. So the rank size rule was postulated by G.K. Jeffe in 1949 to express what? To express the relationship between towns in a mathematical term. Here you can see that to town in a mathematical terms. So let me clear more about these terms. What is the mathematical terms? It means if all the urban settlement in any area are ranked in descending order of population, the population of nth, here you can see that the population of nth town will be 1/8 of the largest town. So what does it mean? So let's decode it more clearly. Okay, it simply means the population of urban settlement in a region is arranged in. So be careful about here. So the urban settlement in a region is arranged in 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, and so on. So what is this? It means if the largest city of a region has 2000 population, so the second largest city would be, or the second largest city would have the population half of the first largest one, and the third largest city of that region would have the population size 1/3 of the first largest one. So it means this type of arrangement in a particular region. So here you can see that Pn equals to P1 by n. It means nth means what? Here I would try to say about this. Pn means population of town of rank n. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4 rank or 10th rank in descending order. P1 means what? P1 means the largest city of the region, and n means you can see that the rank of towns in descending order. So I think you are not clear about that concept, so I am going to try to make you understand about this concept from examples. So think about it. If the largest city of a region, for the example Mumbai, let the example Mumbai has 20 lakhs population, so what will be the population of fourth largest city of the region? I have already told about that. If there is a particular region and if there is a largest city in that region and there is also different smallest city in that small city in that region, so what would be the population of the 10th largest one in comparison to first largest one? So here I am giving the example. If the Mumbai has 20 lakhs population, so what would be the population of fourth largest city of the region? So 20 lakhs multiply 1/4, you can see that 50 lakhs population would be the 5 lakhs population would be the fourth largest one cities. So this is how this concept works. So now see the graph which was given by G.K. Jeffe for this explanation and try to understand the concept. This graph was given by G.K. Jeffe to explain his concept. Here you can see that I have drawn the line. This is the line show the rank size rule theory. First line, above line showing the rank size rules theory, and the second line, this second line shows urban centers of England and Wales in 1921. So these are the graph. Here in the left side population, and at the bottom there is the rank of the cities. So as G.K. Jeffe has told that the size of second largest city of a region will carry 1/2 population of the largest city of the region, and so on. Here you can see that the population of London does not match the rules, rank size rule. So big cities are not following actually rule, but as you move towards a smaller city, it shows more accurately to rank size rule. So here you can see that the smaller city is following the rank size rule more accurately than the larger city. So the conclusion of this you can see here. So now we are going to discuss about types of forces which was given by the G.K. Jeffe. So G.K. Jeffe postulated two forces which are responsible for the size of the city and number of cities in any region. So there are two forces. The first force is diversification forces and the second force is unification forces. So one by one we are going to discuss about these forces. So what does mean diversification forces? It leads to a small scale settlement. First of all, be it clear about it. It leads to a small scale settlement. So how does it work? I'm going to make you understand in phase manner, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. So be attentive about this. It works in 3 phases. I have already told. Small scale settlement. A small scale settlement is developed where raw material is available, and hence land, the primary raw material, becomes the main source of the raw material. This is for the food, living and other activities. Hence there is densely postulated settlement developed on that region. The second phase comes when these settlements move from agriculture to mining, fishing, etc. different activities, and this will lead to the dispersed settlement at regular interval or regular distance. After this, the phase 3 comes. As the society grows, settlements are located far from raw materials. We can see that raw material source and become large. Secondary activity leads settlement at larger size, and now settlement will be at the more far distance. You can see the more far distance. This is the meaning. So here you can see the things, how the diversification force comes and how the diversification force work for the settlement. Now we are going to discuss about unification forces, how this will develop a city in a particular region. Diversification forces give the origin of large, or you can say that origin of few very large settlement, and focus here in the settlement will be on tertiary economic activities. This is the settlement near the market, not near the raw material. You can see here it will be situated near the market, not near the raw material, and thus the larger market leads to the larger settlement, and hence all tertiary activity are done here in this settlement, like education, health and administration. So here 2 points have been clear, that 2 forces are there: diversification forces and unification forces. Diversification forces that start from the primary activities, secondary, and then last on the tertiary, and the tertiary activity, from the tertiary activity you can see that how unification forces work to develop bigger cities. So these are the 2 forces which were explained by the GK GIF. Now we are going to discuss about how does it work. It means how does rank size rule work in India. So be it clear that at national level it is absent in India because population of 4 largest cities, you can see that Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata and Chennai are not as according to the rule given by GK GIF, but closer to each other. So we can see that rank size rule is not following in India. And you can see here Indore, Jabalpur, Bhopal also have the same population. Cochin, Kalighat, Trivandrum have the same population. So these are the problems that in India rank size rule is not followed. But so where rank size rule appears in India, it doesn't mean that it is not followed in India overall. So it is followed in some state, like you can see that rank size rule appears good in Rajasthan. It is very good in Rajasthan. So in Rajasthan you can see here that rank size rule is followed more appropriately. So this is the concept which was given by GK GIF. But there are certain criticism also about this concept. So we are going to now discuss about criticisms of this rank size rule. So the first criticism is it is rigid and rarely found in exact number. The second criticism is about it is mainly focused on the population of larger cities. The third criticism is about definition of cities is not universal, so the rank size rule is also not universal and it doesn't work same in every country's cities. And the fourth criticism is that it is more descriptive rather than explanatory. So here in this video we have tried to cover what is the rank size rule, how does it work, the graph given by GK GIF, as well as how many type of forces which was explained by the GK GIF. So these all are the points here we have discussed in this video. Thank you so much for this, and in the next video I will try to clear more concept about different topics of geography. Thank you so much.